Let's dance! I'm Miss Tara. I'm a teacher for WQLN, and I can't wait to dance with you at home today. It looks super easy to dance, right? And it looks really fun, doesn't it? Well, I know the Curious George, and I think so, right, George? We love to dance, but not everybody thinks they can dance, can they, George? Take this guy, for instance. This is Elephant. Elephant thinks he can't dance. Today we're going to read a story and we're going to find if Elephant ever gets brave enough to dance. Enjoy. Elephants Cannot Dance by Mo Willems. Elephants cannot dance. Gerald, let's dance. I can teach you. I am teaching all my friends. I would love to learn how to dance. But elephants cannot dance. You are kidding me. No. Look it up. What elephants can do. Page 11. Gerald, it does not say that you cannot try. You are right, Piggy. I can try to dance. I will try to dance. Zip. Let's dance. Oof. Okay, let's go. Jump with me when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Jump. You were a little late on the jump. I was a little late on the jump. We will try again. We will try again. Move your arms this way. We will try again. We will try again. Lift your leg this way. We will try again. We will try again. Up, up. Down, down, spin, spin, stop, stop, forward, forward, backward, backward, wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, robot walk. Robot walk. Enough! I have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. But I am an elephant, and elephants just cannot dance. Well, oh, Gerald. Hello, we are ready to learn some moves. I am sorry, I cannot teach you now. My friend is sad. Silly, we do not want you to teach us. We want to learn the elephant. Teach me, please, me too. Me 3. More feeling, keep trying. Groan, grr, grunt, grr, grunt, groan. You are getting it. Groan, grr, grunt. The elephant can dance. He just dances in his own special way. I love Elephant and Piggy stories, and I learned two great things from that story. One was that best friends help each other out when there's a problem, right guys? And another thing I learned is there's no right or wrong way to dance. All you gotta do is start moving. You start down at your feet and you work your way up. And here's some friends to show you how to get started. Let's dance.
Start with your feet. Next, the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Add some hips.
You're listening to a preview from Music to Ears.
Add some shoulders. And don't forget your arms.
See, dancing's easy, right? Anybody can do it. Do you remember where to start? You start with your feet. Very good. You start with your feet, work your way up. Next thing you know, you're dancing. Can you review with me? You start with your feet, and then next come your knees, then your hips. Don't forget your shoulders. And you got to add some arms in there, and you put it all together, and you're a dancer too. Just like Elephant in the story, right, Elephant? Elephant didn't do anything wrong because there's no wrong or right in dancing. However you move and enjoy it, you're a dancer. So, Elephants Cannot Dance inspired me to make a craft. I thought it'd be fun to make an elephant craft, one that can dance. You only need a couple simple things from around the house. Start with some paper. Now, Elephant is what color at home? He's gray, good, but I don't have any gray. So what? I had pink, so I chose pink. So Piggy, I hope you don't mind. I used your color, but I'm gonna make an elephant out of it. So there's just a couple little parts to the elephant, and then you can glue them together and attach some arms and legs that can move, and next thing you know, you have a dancing elephant. So I posted this pattern on WQLN.org Learning at Home page. You can pull up that website and go to the craft section, and you can find this, and you can see the parts that you would draw to make this craft. All there are 2 body parts and 4 legs and 2 ears. That's it. So you can draw them on there, and then you would cut them all out, and then you're going to assemble them. So you'll need a grown-up for this to help you with the scissors and the hole punch and things like that. So first thing I did was cut out the body and the head, and then I went ahead and glued the ears, which are up here next to the head, right onto the head. So you can see, kind of matches our elephant. And then in the body, I'm going to go ahead and glue the body and the head together. So I always lay down a piece of paper first, scrap paper at home, so I don't get any glue or marker or anything or scratch my good furniture at home. That's always a good idea when you start off a craft. So I'm going to glue these 2 parts together. And now our elephant has a head, which I'm sure he's probably pretty happy about, right? And what are we missing there on our elephant? How about a face, right? We need a face on that elephant. So I can go ahead and look in the book if I want to see what elephant's face looks like, right? Some good pictures of him there. Looks like elephant wears glasses, don't you, elephant? Yeah, I wear glasses a lot too, so you can see elephant has glasses on. So you could draw him with glasses or without glasses, it's up to you. So I'm just going to take a marker, you could use a crayon, and I'm going to draw his 2 eyes on there. I'm going to make him look like Elephant from the story. I really enjoyed that story, so I thought it'd be fun. And then I'm going to give him a sweatband. In the story, he's wearing a sweatband on his head because when you dance, sometimes you sweat and it catches the sweat. So I'm going to give our elephant a sweatband up here across his head. And then what else is he missing? A nose. Good. Now look at the elephant's nose. Does this look like our nose? No, elephants are known for their very big noses. Do you know what those are called? They're called trunks. Elephants' trunks. Very good. So we have to put that on the elephant to make it really look like an elephant. So we'll give him a nice big trunk nose. See? And then let's make him smiling because he's dancing. And you know, dancing can really make you feel happy inside. When you're moving and shaking, it just feels really good. And sometimes you just forget all your worries and you're in the music and into dancing, and it just feels great. That's a happy elephant, isn't it? The only thing he's missing now are his arms and legs, right? So an elephant has how many arms and legs? It has 4 legs, but in the story, the elephant is standing and dancing. Now we know elephants don't usually stand straight up, right? They walk on all 4. But we're gonna make arms and legs just like in the story, okay, elephant? So I went ahead and cut out the 2 arms and the 2 legs that are down here on my pattern paper. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a hole punch. Now I already punched a couple of the holes ahead of time. So what you do is you just lay it over the spot you wanna punch it, and you can use a hole punch like this if you have one at home. If you don't, you could probably have a grown-up poke you a hole through it with a pen. Maybe they can make a little hole there for you. So you just put the hole punch up, poke, poke, and then there's one left I didn't do yet, so I'll show you that one now. I'm just gonna add this leg down here. I'm gonna take my hole punch and I'm gonna punch the hole. Don't put it too close to the edge because you don't want it to rip. And then these are the magic trick. These what can make things move. You can do so many crafts with these, and you can get these anywhere. You can get these at the office store or the drugstore, anywhere. They're called brads. And what they do, this is the really cool part, you put them in 2 pieces of paper or 2 pieces of cardboard, whatever you're putting together, and then you spread them out like this, and they help things to turn. So watch what happens. It's so magical. If I put this through the 2 holes, I put the 2 pieces together and I put it through the 2 holes, and then this is the fun part. If you turn it over, make sure your grown-up at home lets you do this part. Boing, boing. I love doing that. It almost looks like a butterfly, doesn't it? But look what happens when I turn it around to the front. Oh my goodness, my elephant's leg can move. It can kick right back and forth and do some good dance moves. So I can go ahead and attach all of these on there with the brads. And then when you do, our elephant has some little toenails and fingernails there, so I'm gonna add those too. And once you get them all put together with all the brads, it looks like this. I had one made already, so look what happens. Oh my goodness, elephant can dance, right? I could put music on, an elephant and I could have a good time. And you can make him do some great dance moves. Whee, with his arms and his legs. So much fun. It's really fun to do crafts with you at home, especially when after we read a really good book and we have a really great character to make it from. So that was awesome. You know, this elephant has several parts, but you can make an easier dancing craft at home too. I also made a little baby I want to share with you. So I had a little bit dancing baby, and for this craft there's only 2 parts, so you only need 1 brad. I just drew a baby on a piece of white paper, and I used white because then you can color your baby with any colors that you want. You can color the baby's hair, you can color the baby's skin, you can color the baby's eyes, the baby's pajamas, any color that you want. I think it's fun to draw a baby that looks like yourself. Isn't that fun? To make a baby look like you when you were a baby, right? So that would be really fun to do. And it's just easier to color when you start on a blank white paper like that. The colors show up better. But all you do is after you cut out your baby, you want to cut your baby right in half, and then you want to overlap it. So in other words, you want to put a little piece in the back overlapping the front, and then punch your hole, and then if you put your brad in the back like that, see? Only 1. Look what happens. You've got yourself a dancing baby, or a dancing you as a baby, right? Eee! This one is so easy. So you could do the elephant or the baby. They're both online for WQLN.org. Learning at home. You'll find tons of crafts on there. This one included. Well, this dancing baby reminds me that I have a story I think is perfect to share with you right now. It's about dancing babies. So help me read it. Let's enjoy it together. So this next story is going to take us around the world to all different countries. Okay, we're going to see how different babies dance in different countries and where those countries are and how they even say hello. This is called Babies Dancing Around the World. Now you can see the actual Earth is shaped like a ball or a sphere, but it's really hard to look at everything at once when you have to keep turning something. So we've invented maps. Maps lay something out flat so it's easy for us to see them all at once. And our friend Curious George is going to help us locate different countries in the story, aren't you, George? Thanks for helping us, George. All right, so let's read together Babies Dancing Around the World. And when we come to the different ways our babies at home say hello, you can help me, okay? And we will do our best to speak a different language, okay? I learned something too from this book, and I will do my best to say hello in those languages, and you can do your best at home too, okay? Babies around the world dancing. Hello, babies. Let's boogie. Let's all dance together around the world. Look at all the different babies dressed different ways. Everybody loves babies. The first stop is India. Can you find India for us, George? Okay, we are right here next to George in the United States. And we would have to go really far over here to India. Do you see the little baby's face? That's our baby over in India. Thanks, George. In India, they say hello by saying namaste. Namaste. Can you say that at home? Namaste, India. Babies can really feel the groove in India. Our next country is China. Okay, George, see if you can show us where China is. Far away on the other side of the world. This little dancing baby is in China. And in China, to say hello, they say, ni hao, ni hao. Hi, China. Let's do the dragon dance together. And the dragon dance is when all the little babies line up together and they each hold a part of a really long dragon and they go up and down and it makes it look like it's dancing. How beautiful. Where are we heading next, George? We're heading to Morocco. And in Morocco, they say, marhaban, 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 Morocco. Show us where that is, George. Morocco is in Africa. Right there, wave to the baby in Morocco. In Morocco, they do a really cool dance called the belly dance. So if you like to move your belly around, you would love to go to Morocco. The belly dancing makes the show. We're off to South Africa. And they say hello very similar to the way we say hello. Hello, hello. Isn't that beautiful? So let's see where South Africa is. Morocco was in northern Africa. And look at the baby down, all the way down here. That's South Africa. Now South Africa looks fun because they like to hop up and down, those babies, with this tribal dance. Look at that one's dressed up like a little leopard. And that one's got a stuffed animal, kind of like George. Oh, now we're at Brazil. Brazil. Let's move our feet to the Zamba dance. And there's a lot of drums going on there in Brazil. We got some Congo, Mongo, woo, playing some drums. And they got the beat going on in Brazil, which is pretty close to us because it's in South America. So here we are. And Brazil is right down there. And there's the baby doing that Zamba dance. Hola, hola to Spain, right? Hello, hola. So here's Spain, George. There's our little baby up there in Spain. Hello, or hola, Spain. Stomp your feet to the flamenco dance. Ooh, that looks fun. Swirl your skirt, put on your tapping shoes, and have fun. Do it. Do it to Ireland. Do it. Let's step dance. Now in Ireland, they put their hands down and only their feet go. You can't even tell I'm dancing, can you? But my feet are. 1, 2, 3, let's step dance together in Ireland. And we need to find Ireland now. So we had South Africa way down here, but if we go the opposite way, all the way up here to the top, we've got Ireland. Where are we off to next? We're back home. Hello, North America. Swing around with this grass dance. Or dress up like a bison for the buffalo dance. That looks really fun. It's always fun to dress up in a costume and do a dance. Babies all around the world love to dance. Pick your favorite party and boogie. Well, George, what do you think? We started here, we traveled around the world, and we ended right here in North America, didn't we? It says, invite your friends over, have a party. Why not? I think I'll call up some of my friends that love to dance. We'll listen to some music from around the world, and George, Elephant, Piggy, and some of my friends, including you at home, will have a dance party. Let's do it. Let's dance.
This is the music of Japan. Let's dance. This is the music of Scotland. Let's dance. This is the music of Germany. Let's dance. This is the music of Brazil. Let's dance. This is the music of Italy. Let's dance.
Well, George and I sure had a lot of fun with you guys today at home. We got to learn how to dance, and we got to share a great story about Elephant and Piggy, right, George? And we got to do a fun craft together. We made the baby dance and the elephant dance, right? And what else did we do? Oh, we got to travel around the world and hear music from all different countries around the world and learn to say hello in those countries. And then we got to finish with a fun dance party. We invited friends over and then we all went wild, didn't we, George? You even got a little bit on the action, didn't you? I hope you join us again next time as we learn new things every time that we get together. So until then, I hope that you keep dancing, keep reading, keep learning, and keep watching WQLN, where learning is brought to life. That's a wrap.